Kakaiba, mga kababayan, ang dinidisplay behavior. Di ba po? Pero ang sabi ni Pono, winarningan din daw sila ng mismong nanay nito, ni Congressman Barsaga, Kiko Barsaga. Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas, Bicolano vlogger, broadcast journalist from Albay. Si Congress Mio, mga kababayan ng Cavite. Si Kiko Barsaga na tinagurian binansagang Congress Mio, congressman ng 4th District ng Cavite. Malamang po masibak sa Congress. Irereklamo siya, mga kababayan, ng kanyang mga kasama sa NUP, National Unity Party, kung saan nag-resign siya. Irereklamo sa Ethics Committee ng Congress dahil sa maling pag-ugali. Ito ngayon yung breaking news. Yan 26 minutes ago pa lang Inquirer, just in. National Unity Party members led by Deputy Speaker Ronaldo Pono asked the House Committee on Ethics and Privileges to check on the behavior of its former member, Cavite 4th District Representative Kiko Barsaga, for violation of Code of Conduct. Sabi po ni Pono, dating DILG Secretary at saka Deputy Speaker, let's bring it before the Ethics Committee because the important thing is not the culpability of the individual but the standard of behavior that is expected of us here. Ayaw namin gawin ito, ayaw ma-distract yung tao, pero sabi namin kapag hindi natin in-address ito, di parang pinabayaan na natin kahit anong behavior ng congressman. Pono mentioned 4 possible violations committed by Barsaga. Not acting, number 1, not acting in a manner that reflects creditably on the House. Pangalawa, engaging in acts contrary to law, good morals, customs, and public policy. Pangatlo, conduct that incite seditious activity. Number 4, conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service and unbecoming of a member of Congress. Sabi ni Pono, I want that very clear. Hindi namin hinahabol si Representative Barsaga. Even the Speaker does not want us to do what we are proposing to do. But we are going to do this because we feel responsible for what has happened dahil nga miyembro ng partido namin yan. I signed a certificate for nomination and acceptance for him and we want him to be held to account for this. Mate, mga kababayan, sumubra kasi po, masyadong magaslaw at abnormal, mga kababayan, ang kanyang mga behavior sa Congress. Ngayon lang tayo nakakita ng congressman na ganito. Parang naglalaro lang sa sesyon ng Congress.
Tayo po na nakaupo, subukan nyo namang tumayo. At baka mamyaw meow meow, meow meow meow, meow meow meow. Magbabago na ang House of Representatives. We will bring justice into this corrupt system.
Kakaiba, mga kababayan, ang dinidisplay behavior. Di ba po? Pero ang sabi ni Pono, winarningan din daw sila ng mismong nanay nito, ni Congressman Barsaga, Kiko Barsaga. Yan sabi ni Congressman Pono, pinapayuhan na kami ni Dasmariñas Mayor Jenny Barsaga. Yung anak ko nandyan pero wag niyo masyadong bigyan ng assignment kasi mahirap i-control yan. Kaya sabi ni Pono, sinusubukan ko niya kung makilala ang lahat ng members namin. Si Kiko hindi ko nakausap dahil for some reason mahirap hanapin. Pag nakikita kami, hello, hi, tapos wala na. Pero may nabalitaan kami na nagsosolicit siya ng signatures para ibagsak si Speaker Romualdez. Dahil narinig ko yon, pinatanong ko, parang dinamdam yung pagtatanong sa kanya. Magre-resign na lang daw siya sa partido. So sabi ni Pono kay Kiko Barsaga, your father-in-law was one of the real founders of this party. You might want to reconsider. He was accusing me of accusing him of starting a negative campaign against the speaker. Never ko nasabi, never na naming napag-usapan at hindi niya nabanggit yung nag-usap kami.
Sa akin, parang nasisingil kami sa NUP na bakit kami nagdadala ng member na ganoon ang sasabihin sa Kongreso at buong gobyerno. Kaya sabi ni Pono kay Barsaga, he's not well, anya. Kaya sabi ni Pono sa mga aksyon ni Barsaga, gawin mo anya yung gagawin mo, pero parang wala sa lugar, parang hindi dapat aksyon ng mga congressman na maayos ito.
You see? So ito yung press con kanina, pakinggan natin mga kababayan.
Afternoon, meron lang kaming konting kwentuhan sa inyo ngayong hapon na tungkol sa mga pinoproblema namin sa partido ng NUP. This will be about Congressman Kiko Barsaga, no? Okay, background nito ganito. Ang tatay ni Congressman Kiko Barsaga is the former Congressman PD Barsaga, Elpidio Barsaga. Kilala niyo siguro yan. Batikan na congressman, matagal na andito. At saka masigit pa doon, kasama ko na nag-umpisa ng NUP. So, presidente namin sa NUP na pagkatagal-tagal, si Congressman Barsaga. So, mataas ang aming paggalang sa kanya. Totoo yung aming pagmamahal sa kanya. At respetong-respeto namin talaga siya. Respetong-respeto namin talaga siya. Kaya nung pumasok yung, hindi lang siya, yung kasawa na niya, yung kanyang mayor na ngayon, si Jenny Barsaga, naging congresswoman din. Talagang naging hardcore sila ng NUP. Talagang mga haligi sila ng NUP. So ngayon, sa Dasmariñas, Cavite, alam naman natin, si Mayor Jenny, yung anak nila si Third, na Vice Mayor din. Tapos ito si Kiko, older brother nitong si Vice Mayor. Ngayon, nangingibabaw doon sa Dasmariñas. Si Congressman Kiko, pinasok nila dahil pumanaw na si Congressman PD at ipinalit siya. Okay. So, alam niyo sa totoo lang, nung umpisa pa, mismo si Mayor Jenny, parang pinapayuhan na kami, no? Na medyo, alam niyo yung anak ko nandyan, pero wag niyo masyadong bigyan ng assignment sa Congress. Kasi, mahirap i-control yan, sabi niya. Sabi, hindi naman kami nandito para i-control yung members namin. So, okay lang yun. At saka anak siya ni PD, kaya inisip namin, dapat talaga, alagaan din namin kasi parang, anak na rin namin yan. Ganon. So, dumaan ang mga panahon, wala naman, nandyan lang siya. Kung tanungin nyo, yung mga ibang mga congressmen sa Cavite, at kadalasan nag-iisa. No? Kahit tignan nyo sa lounge yan, talaga nag-iisa siya lagi. Pero, siyempre, membro namin yan, laging nasa mga meeting namin yan. Kaya ako naman, personally, sinusubukan kong makilala lahat ng mga members namin. Isa-isa, kakausapin ko talaga. Lalong-lalo na yung mga bago, yung mga neophyte. Si Kiko hindi ko nakausap dahil for some reason, mahirap hanapin. At pag nagkikita kami, may sisipot sa mga meeting namin, hello, hi, ganyan. Tapos wala na. Hindi naman nagsasalita sa mga meeting, walang dialogue with him. So, itong mga nakaraang linggo, siyempre dito medyo maligalig tayo sa Congress. Marami mga rumor kumakalat. Ganito, marami nangangampanya, gusto mag-speaker and so on. So, siguro, siguro nahila siya sa mga pangyayaring ganyan. May nabalitaan kami na nag-aano siya, nagsosolicit ng signatures para ibagsak si Speaker Romualdez. So siyempre, ako naman, dahil narinig ko yon, pinatanong ko sa kanya, sa aming Deputy Secgen. Tanong nga kay Kiko, ano ba to? Kasi ako naman, wala naman ako iniisip na may masamang intention yung bata, ganon, ha. So anyway, bumalik sa akin, sabi, parang dinamdam yung pagtanong sa kanya, magre-resign na lang daw siya sa party. Sabi ko, ha? Bakit? Basta his mind is made up daw. Sabi ko, sige, hindi. Sabihin mo sa kanya, bukas, mag-usap kami. Let's talk. Kasi hindi pa nga kami nag-uusap Iwanan niya na tayo. So mag-usap man lang kami kahit na exit interview kung talagang desidido siya. So okay, nag-arrange kami 2 o'clock meeting kami dapat. Nasa opisina ko mas maaga, 1:30 nandyan na siya. No? So, di tinanggap ko sa office ko, sabi ko, okay ko. Sabi ko, ano nang nangyari? No, I'm leaving the party. Oo nga, I heard. Sabi ko ganyan. Sabi ko, your father was one of the real founders of this party in 2011 also. At you might see there. Kasi kung hindi naman ganun kalalim yung mga problema mo with the party, baka we can fix it at saka wala naman ako naririnig na problema. Sabi niya, no, wala naman problema. It's better for you and for me that I just resign. So ayun yung explain bakit. Really? Oh, sige, well, kako. If that's really your decision, kako, I wish you well. Good luck with whatever you're going to do. Okay? Pagbaba ng opisina ko, dumiretso pala dito. Tapos, nagsalita na. Ina-accuse ko daw siya na nabasa ko lang, he was accusing me of accusing him of starting a negative campaign against the speaker. Na never ko nasabi, never naman namin napag-usapan, at hindi niya binanggit nung nag-uusap kami. And then binanata na si speaker na, kailangan matanggal yan, etc. That one statement that he had, alam mo, that came within an hour from the time nag-uusap kami, na wala naman masamang pinag-usapan, di ba? So, yun ang background dyan sa ganyan. So, then nag-usap-usap kami, mga party mates namin. Lahat ito, mga long-time NUP na rin sila. And siyempre, all of us are friends of Congressman PD Barsaga and the wife, Mayor Jenny. So, pinababayaan lang namin. Pero, lumalaki ng lumalaki. Parang nagtatraction daw siya, nagte-trending daw, ganyan. Okay lang yun, no? Kaya lang, sa akin, parang nasisingil kami sa NUP na bakit naman nagdala kami ng member na gano'n ang sasabihin, hindi lang tungkol sa Kongreso, tungkol sa buong gobyerno, no? At parang, parang hindi yata, kumbaga he is not well. Alam mo yun? And I think everybody is seeing that, di ba? Na parang all is not right, di ba? Parang, so that's because of that, medyo, parang tahimik kami, hindi na naman kayo, wala tayong magagawa eh. Yun talaga yung opinion ng bata, ganyan. Pero siyempre, parami nangyari. Bago ko bigay sa inyo yung aming presentation on the actions that we in the party have decided to make, ikwento ko lang sa inyo, dalawa pang bagay. Kanina, tanghali, pumasok siya sa opisina ng majority leader. Sinara niya yung pintuan, tapos sabi niya, everybody sit down. No? I want to tell you about my plans for what to do with Congress, sabi niya. I am running for speaker, sabi niya. No? Tapos lumapit siya sa mga, sabi niya, ikaw, sabi niya, if you make you deputy speaker. Ganun ang mga salita niya.
Parang may tama po.
Ulat lahat doon, ano? Wala naman nag-react masyado. Si majority leader, siyempre, was the gentleman that he is, pinabayaan lang siya. And then, sabi niya, well, why are you here? Ginaganyan siya. No? So anyway, nagkaroon sila ng mga insidente doon. Hindi umalis. Siyempre, hindi naman pinapaalis dahil mabait yung mga na-adapt na niya doon eh. So walang nangyari. And then, lumabas siya. No? And then, but I think, dito, kung kagagaling ko lang sa session hall, sa plenary, umiikot siya ngayon, he's campaigning to be speaker. And sinasabi niya, he is going down to declare all seats vacant, mga ganyan. Kung anong sinasabi niya na, alam mo, for us who are there, na, di gawin mo yung gagawin mo, pero, parang wala sa lugar, parang hindi dapat actions ng mga congressman na maayos ito. And itong pinag-aalala namin, na baka akalain ng ating mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na ngayon that Congress is under siege. Lahat kami, we are under a microscope. Diba? Tinitignan kami about our behavior, our everything. Diba? And kami, we want to be upfront about everything. We want to disclose whatever needs to be disclosed. Salin, kunin nyo lahat yan. We're trying our level best to earn the trust of our people. Okay? So medyo mahirap itong biglang may papasok na gino that will distract everybody from the serious stuff that we are doing. And with misguided behavior, will direct the people's attention to things that are not true, to things that are not proper, and to things that should not be discussed in a responsible gathering like Congress. Okay? So dahil dyan, nagdidesisyon kami na maybe, kumbaga, kahit na ba may mga anak tayo na mahal naman natin, naintindihan naman natin na bata pa sila, na dapat talaga natin, di ba, tutulungan natin na makarating sa tamang lugar, may panahon na talagang ang damage na ginagawa ay lumalabas na sa ating bakuran. No? So this is not just a damage to NUP anymore. Kasi kung yun lang, talagang pagpapasensyahan namin lahat yan dahil alang-alang sa kanyang tatay. No? But the damage is going everywhere. No? Tinitira yung Senate President. Tinitira yung ating Senate President pro tempore who is the head of the Blue Ribbon Committee. Tinitira lahat ng cabinet members. Yung Justice, yung DILG, yung DPWH at a time when it's a very sensitive period. Not just for us here in the House of Representatives or DPWH, but the whole country. Kasi we have to resolve this issue of the, mga flood control and so on. And hindi maganda na nabababo yan, natatabi, and then kung ano-anong mga lumalabas na parang hindi naman seryoso, kundi ang balak lamang is manggulo. Okay, so dahil gusto namin ipakita sa Kamara na hindi kami sang-ayon sa ganyang klaseng behavior na will be disruptive to Congress, will be disruptive to the orderly running of our government, naisip namin na we have to do something. And malungkot kami dahil gagawin namin ito. This morning talaga, in fact, hindi kami unanimous sa partido. And NUP, kadalasan unanimous naman kami talaga Pero hindi kami unanimous. Dahil lang iba nagsasabi, hindi, pabayaan na lang natin, let's just time it properly. Wag na lang muna natin gawin itong gagawin natin. Kaya lang, we said that last week. And habang tumatagal, mukhang hindi humuhupa Parang nagagasolinahan Lalong tumitindi ang sunog. So sabi namin, hindi, pananagutan ng partido namin, it's our responsibility to our districts, di ba? Sa aming mga distrito. Na dapat naman sabihin ng mga aming botante na may seryoso naman kami mga tao dito at wala naman kaming pinapayagan na ganyan mambababoy na lang sa mga institusyon natin sa gobyerno kahit galing sa tao na is not well. Okay? So ito ngayon ang amin. So natapos kami sa ganito. Sige, let's bring it before the Ethics Committee. Because what is important here is not the culpability of the individual. Ito i-emphasize ko hindi kami naghahabol ng tao dito. It's not culpability of the individual that we are focusing on. We are focusing on the standard of behavior that is expected from us here. Ano ba talaga yung dapat maging palakad namin sa aming paglingkod dito sa ating bayan, di ba? In fact, pumunta kami kay Speaker. Sinabi namin gagawin namin to. Ayaw namin gawin ito kasi ayaw namin ma-distract yung tao sa mga importanteng dapat isipin, Pero sabi namin, pag hindi natin in-address ito, parang pinabayaan na lang natin yung kahit ano na lang behavior ng congressman pwede dito sa Congress. Kung ano-anong dahilan pwedeng gamitin, di ba? O medyo nagkasakit ako, o medyo may high blood ako, kaya uminit lang ulo ko, ganyan. No, actually, there are absolute standards of behavior that we have to apply on ourselves. Okay? At kung i-apply namin sa sarili namin yan, we have to apply it even to those people that we care about. The people that we love, the people that we care about, and we want to take care of in Congress, like our members. Okay? So, ganun pa man, ito ngayon ang aming decision. We are going to make a motion, our party, to bring this whole issue to the Ethics Committee. Kasi there are a number of things that we feel need to be clarified in terms of proper behavior dito sa Congress, Kasi 300 yung members, Okay, the first one is a violation of the House Code of Conduct. No? Rule 20, bibigyan namin kayo ng later on, Section 141. The rules provide that, quote, members shall act at all times in a manner that shall reflect credibility on the House. By using his verified official social media platforms to disparage government institutions, Representative Barsaga has dragged not only himself but the House into disrepute. Second, a violation of Republic Act No. 6713, Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees. The law requires that public officials, quotation, act with justness and sincerity, close quote, and refrain from acts contrary to law, good morals, and public policy. Okay, on the contrary, Representative Barsaga's posts display obscene and abusive content and language aimed at undermining public trust in government institutions. Pangatlo, unethical conduct that potentially violate Article 142 of the revised Penal Code, which is the article on inciting to sedition. Alam mo, nakakalimutan na natin kadalasan. Ano ba itong inciting to sedition na to? No? Siguro, mabuting mapaalala natin sa lahat ngayon what exactly that means. No? Now, itong batas na to, hindi nangyari ito dito sa administrasyon na to. Matagal na ito. In fact, internationally, these are the normal provisions that come in when we talk about inciting to sedition. Oh, his posts do more than just insult the government. They invite disaffection and arguably stoke violence and uprising. Words that weaken confidence in lawful authority and stir contempt for government carry the seditious character that is prohibited by our penal laws. Okay, so again, we'll bring it before the Ethics Committee so that we will know what are the standards of behavior with respect to inciting to sedition. Alam mo, ganito ito eh. Sana dito na lang sa plenary hall niya sinabi yung mga gusto niyang sabihin. Diba? Ang nangyari kasi, linalagay niya sa social media niya, which is actually a public document already. And it is beyond the immunities that we all have here in Congress. Diba? And finally, conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service. No? The words and conduct of a congressman are not ordinary. They carry weight, authority, and influence. No? Kasi we are elected officials. No? So when spoken responsibly, they can inspire. When spoken recklessly, they can destroy. By weaponizing his official platform to denigrate the government, Representative Barsaga betrayed the dignity of his office and diminished the very institution he is a part of. Sabi nga nung ibang miyembro namin kung sinasabi niya na puro magnanakaw dito, bakit hindi siya mag-resign? Pero sabi ko, hindi na. Let's not bring it there. I'm not interested in his resigning or not resigning. I'm interested in the Ethics Committee defining for us what are the standards of behavior that congressmen should bind themselves to. Okay? Gets natin yan, no? I want to make that very clear. Hindi namin hinahabol si Representative Barsaga. Even the Speaker does not want us to do what we are proposing to do. Okay? But we are going to do this kasi we feel responsible for what has happened, dahil nga miyembro ng partido namin yan. I signed a certificate of nomination and acceptance for him, and we want him to also be held to account for this. And I know that he is not well, pero he is well enough to write this material. So I believe he is well enough to defend himself, no? So the Committee on Ethics and Privileges exists precisely, diba, to address situations like this and give clarity to everybody. Pinapaliwanag dapat ng committee na yan what the people expect, no, rightfully from their elected representatives. So kami as a party, we assert that the House of Representatives must maintain the standards that distinguish it as an institution worthy of public respect. Marami sa amin, ako kababalik lang, yung iba, siguro 1/3 ng partido ko, mga unang salta lang dito sa House, no? Ayaw namin na maging malabo sa aming mga bagong miyembro kung ano ang dapat pamamalakad dito at anong klaseng behavior ng mga tao. No? So, we believe that the committee has both the right and the duty to describe the responsibilities and obligations of the members and the duty to discipline our members when such behavior is not properly met. Okay? So that is the tenor of what we're doing here. Now, let's go into what we are going to present as evidence, ano? Siguro tatayo na talaga ako if I may go there to the other mic. Okay. So, ito yung first cause, ano ha? Conduct prejudicial to the service. Okay? The rule. Congressman's words and actions carry weight, authority, and influence. You know, when spoken irresponsibly, they inspire. When spoken recklessly, they destroy. Okay, he chose the destructive path, no? Weaponized official platforms to denigrate government, betrayed the dignity of office and public trust by posting crude and lewd contents, no? So let's see what he has been posting. Okay? So ayan, gusto ko na yung mga good girl na loyal, kahit 3 lang, masaya na ako. Then you look at the pictures he is posting. Yung magawain ba yun ng matinong congressman? Next. Honestly, I'm not interested in basketball. Napunta lang ako sa mga basketball opening para panoorin ng mga muse na nagja-jumbo hotdog. Okay? Sige, kayo na magsabi sa akin, Kuya Matt, kung kapatid natin ang pinag-uusapan niya, tinan niyo nga itong mga pinapakita niya. Yan ba ay kilos siya ng matinong congressman? Yan ba yung papayagan natin? For sale, Kiko, fuckboy. Oh. Di ba? Tinan ninyo. Oh, next.
May diferensya?
Bakit may mo once man, pero wala bakit? Gusto mo bang isang buwan yung mens mo? Mga ganun eh. Okay? Now, alam ko sa iba nakakatawa yan. Okay? Pero matanda na kami, hindi na kami masyadong natatawa dahil pinagdaanan na namin lahat ng klaseng birong ganyan eh. Pero hindi ganito eh. You know, this is out in social media. It demeans women and it offends me eh. Personally So, hindi pa pwedeng ganyan eh. Oh, next. Yan, tinan ninyo. Alam niyo yung mga rally na ganyan, may bata dyan. Naalala niyo yung panahon yata ni President Pinoy, meron mga naglagay ng mga ganyan-ganyan sa mga rally nila at na problema sila sa COMELEC eh. Bakit ngayon okay na yan? Tapos hindi lang gagawin sa rally. Di ba, kung sa rally lang, gusto niyang ipalaganap yung ganyan sa distrito niya, sa Dasmariñas, gawin niya yon. Bakit niya ikakalat sa buong bansa? Ano bang tingin niya sa kababaihan natin? Bababuhin na lang ng ganyan. Di ba? Sige, go pa. Lalagyan niya ng pera yung ano. Oh. Di ba? I know he is not well.
Grabe.
But we cannot allow this behavior to be unresponded to eh. Kailangan magsalita tayo. Hindi pwede yung ganyan. Hindi pwede babuhin yung mga babae natin, kababaihan natin ng ganyan. Di ba? We live in a decent society. We're trying to develop good moral character in our children. This is not helping. And he is a congressman. He is using his official website to say these things. Sabi sa akin mga kapartido ko, eto na naman, mainit na naman ang ulo mo. Hindi. Hindi, masakit ang loob ko. Hindi mainit ang ulo ko. Sakit na anak ni PD ito eh. Alam niyo, tinan niyo yan. Oh, sige, go. Oh.
Grabe.
Yan, maggaganya ka ng pera. Tama bang behavior ng congressman yan? Eto nga tayo. Ang dami binabatikos dito dahil mga ganyan tungkol sa pera. Tapos ganyan, papayagan namin yan. Dahil he is not well.
Display of
siguro,
wealth.
Kung gawin niya ng iba, bakit pinalusot nyo yan? Kami, hindi nyo ginaganyan. Highest paid careers. Politician. Ano yung sabi niya? Ako yan? Parang ganon. Ha? Yun, nakikita niyan. Oh. Now, okay, nakakatawa. O, lagay mo na sige, yung maraming naniniwalang ganyan. Pero congressman siya eh. Di ba? Kung siya walang kasalanan, bakit sinasabi niya yung tatay niya ganyan? Sinasabi niya yung nanay niya ganyan? Kinausap namin ng nanay, sabi niya, hindi ko makontrol yung bata eh. Kung sana, sinuway na lang ng nanay at tumigil na sila at ilinagay niya sa maayos yung kanyang mga post na hindi naman nakaka-insulto sa kababaihan natin, okay lang, papabayaan namin. Wala daw magagawa, but somebody has to discipline this boy. We cannot allow this to be propagated as well. Di ba?
Matindi po.
Next. Ito. A member shall act at all times in a manner that reflect credibility on the House. Ito ang kanyang mga The use of official verified Facebook page to disparage government. Okay? Because, in other countries, they will look at the official Facebook pages of legislators. You will get somebody from the United States, from Europe, people in the finance sector of their respective financial institutions. I-research nila yung Pilipinas. Ano ba yung mga congressmen sa Pilipinas? Lalabas yung mga sinasabi niya. So it causes damage, not just to the people around him, not just to his family, not just to his party. It causes damage to the country and the society as a whole. Tapos ito, good news, mapapalitan si Speaker Romualdez. This week, bad news, si Sandro ang magpapalit. What is this? Diba? Yan ba matinong? Ewan ko, marami nag-aawat sa partido namin. Pero kami mga siguro may edad na kami talaga. We see trends in society. Lahat kami dito na nandito ngayon nakikita ninyo. Mahaba na yung serbisyo namin sa gobyerno ko. May nakikita kayo dito sa entablado ito na pwede nyo batikusin or you can criticize the behavior of any congressman here. These are the most upright congressmen that we have here in Congress. They're the most experienced. They're the most knowledgeable. Walang nakakasama dito sa mga katarantaduhan na pinag-uusapan ngayon. And all of us are unanimous. We have to define the standards of behavior.
Correct.
That we can demand from different congressmen. Not just ourselves, but everybody. Okay? Yan, mga ganyan na klase. Then, ito, titirahin na yung mga individuals. Tirahin niya si Secretary Dizon, tirahin niya si Secretary John Vic. Yung mga cabinet members, alam niyo, I am not always praising cabinet members, but I appreciate the effort that they put to their jobs. Okay? I criticize people, but I respect them for what they do. This is not respect. It is not even disrespect. It is crazy. Alam mo 'yon, ha? Wala Inosente daw siya. Imagine that. Wala naman hustisya dito. Ano naman ang kasalanan ni Secretary Remulla sa kanya? Hindi ba? Ituro nga niya kung anong magpapatunay diyan sa sinasabi niyang ganyan, tapos papabayaan na lang natin. Again, I remind you, this is his official Facebook. Congressman Barsaga nakalagay sa taas. Okay? Next. Yan. Mga ganyan. Sige, next. Alright. So, now, we're going into the third basis for our bringing this before the Ethics Committee. Every public official must act with justness and sincerity and refrain from doing acts contrary to law, good morals, good customs, public policy, public order, public safety, and public interest. Using of abusive and obscene language, undermining public trust, bawal yun. Content is posted with reckless contempt instead of sincerity in his sites. Fans cynicism and hostility instead of fostering trust. Alam mo, in a time of deep divisions in our country today, I think it is incumbent on all of us, to try to pagsamahin na natin lahat. If we will need to be together in a crusade against corruption, great. Di ba? Hindi yun ang mga pakay dito Di ba? Mga ganyan. Imagine, Mayor Alice Go, alam naman natin, this is a Chinese plant, tapos is potentially a sisi, but I still think she's cute. Ano yun? Tinitrivialize mo? Treason to the being a traitor to the national government, papabayaan natin yan. Yan, Anyway, we will give you copies of this, so that makikita ninyo, ito kasi yung isasubmit namin sa Ethics Committee. Because this is our evidence. Okay? Let him explain it before the Ethics Committee, na nagbibiro lang siya, na nagpapatawa lang siya. whatever his explanation is. And again, even if I know, and many of us believe he is not well, we believe he still must be called account for his behavior, because otherwise, then there will be a double standard. Diba? There will be a standard for those that are not well, like him, and another standard
Not
for
well,
those
ibig
like us who
sabihin,
are well,
may
but
problema
will be
sa-
held to account for
alam
this
na
kind
ninyo.
of behavior. One standard, everybody. If you're in Congress, you are presumed sound of mind. Diba? Oh. So therefore, you must be willing to account for your actions.
Sound
Next.
mind. So unsound
Ito
mind
ngayon
siya.
inciting to sedition. This is the other thing. Alam mo kami, maganda rin ito kasi madidefine natin mabuti. Siguro matagal nyo nang hindi naririnig ito eh. Ako, nung nasa DILG ako, more than 15 years ago, this was very common, inciting to sedition. Maraming balik-balikan yan eh, na ganyan. Okay? And you are in a position of authority, you need to judge. Okay? Because what is inciting to sedition against genuine opposition? Ganon eh. Di ba? Yun ang mga kailangan pag-isipan dyan. Matagal na kasing hindi nagawa yan. Nung panahon ko, very clear kami. What is inciting to sedition? What is legitimate opposition? DILG ako. And I was implementing the interpretation during those days. Wala naman nagsabing hindi kami sumunod sa batas. Wala naman nagsabing we were unfair. No? Okay. Ito yan eh. I think that for us here in Congress, it is better that the Committee on Ethics and Privileges will tell us what is their take on what is inciting to sedition. If it is, and if what this congressman is doing constitutes inciting to sedition, then they have to sanction the congressman, do whatever they think they should do with him. So ano yan? Okay, the application of this, that's the role, no? Yan, yung mga basahin nyo sa left side, that's what it is. The posts invite disaffection beyond mere insult, okay? Dangerous abuse of influence risking public distrust, okay? Oh. So, meron kaming, wag nyo sunugin ang House of Representatives bukas, may privilege speech pa ako sa Lunes. Okay. Nakakatawa, di ba? Kaya lang, this is said in the context of Nepal. Okay? It's said in the context of Nepal. And alam nyo ang nangyari sa Nepal. Sinunog yung House of Representatives. Di ba? O wag nyo munang gayahin yung Nepal kasi after Monday na lang. To me, that is inciting to something. Okay? O, next. Yan. Big protest. Never mind this, because it's just not true. Wala namang big. Nakita nyo naman kanina. Meron man na kayo nakitang big. O. Yan, mga ganyan. Pero kung susunugin ang Kongreso, bigyan mo sana kami ng oras para evacuate yung mga workers at important documents doon. Paulit-ulit yung wag niyong sunugin ng Kongreso. You don't burn the... Parang
Grabe.
pinapasok niya sa dialogue yung susunugin yung Kongreso. That, to me, is inciting to something. Di ba? If not sedition, he's inciting people to do something. And I think it constitutes, to a certain extent, inciting to sedition. Next. Mga ganyan. Okay? You, DepSec, we give the media copies of this presentation. Para makikita ninyo. Now, kayo na magsabi kung kami, unreasonable kami or hindi. Kayo na magsabi if we are violating the rules on fair play. No? If we are being unfair to this congressman who is, many people believe, unwell. Okay? Again, I will repeat. We want to establish standards of behavior that will apply to everyone. And if you get to Congress, you are presumed to be sound of mind. Okay? And if you are not, then you should not be in Congress.
Correct.
Di ba? Okay? So, we will be filing this very soon, kami sa mga partido namin. The party leaders are here so that you can further discuss with them. Baka sabihin nyo, ako lang nagsasalita dito. Opinion ko lang ito. Hindi. You know, this is something we discussed at length. We continue to discuss it, you know. And we wish we didn't have to do this because we do not want to hurt the mother. Ayaw namin saktan kasi si Mayor Jenny, but you know, siya na rin nagsasabi she cannot handle her son. And which is unfortunate kasi Pilipino tayo, and we know that family is always a very, it's the strongest bond that we have in this world, no? So if the mother cannot deal with the son, then maybe we help her deal with her son so that maybe he will be taught to, be more sensible, no? And kwan. So again, sabi sa akin, patay ka sa Gen Z kasi nagta-trending yan ngayon. Yayariin ka sa social media. 'Di ba? Sabi ko sa inyo, kasama sa trabaho 'yan. 'Di ba? Handa na ako na, kakawawain tayo sa social media nung nakaraan nga 80-20 nga 80 against 20. Hindi ko naman pinapansin 'yon kasi bottom line ang maghuhusga sa amin yung aming mga botante sa distrito.
Correct.
Kung sa tingin nila mali yung ginagawa namin, paalam naman nila sa amin Pero kung as I believe, tama yung ginagawa namin sa tingin nila, siguro naman sasangayunan nila lahat ito at tutulungan pa rin nila tayo sa mga darating na panahon. Okay? So, yan ang aming pahayag sa inyo ngayong hapon. As we speak, as I mentioned earlier, nagkukampanya si Congressman Barsaga yun. And people are polite, hindi naman sa tinatalikuran. But siyempre, nobody wants to be involved with this thing kasi it is just so not normal. Diba? It is not normal. I mean, anybody can run for the speakership even if he has no support. Diba? But with this kind of a background, this way of portraying yourself, this way of trying to propagate your message in order to get some kind of support, it is probably not the best thing to do in this Congress of ours, which we are trying to make a body worthy of the people's trust. And we know how hard that's going to be, but we're not going to stop trying. So itong ginagawa namin dito is just an effort in the correct direction. Para kayo, sisingilin nyo rin kami later on. If we call these people, and in particular si Congressman Barsaga, to account for his behavior, you can call us to account also for behavior that you feel is not going to be proper. Walang samahan ng loob, trabaho lang natin lahat yan, trabaho nyo, trabaho namin. Trabaho nyo mag-criticize, trabaho namin sumagot. Pero ganun din, walang exception dapat, even if the person is unwell. Okay? So that's my statement, and then maybe we can open the table for questions from all of you. I have our other congressmen here, Congressman Oni Ferrer of Cavite, kaprobinsya niya. Of course, Congressman Romy Acop, one of our senior and most distinguished members here. Congressman Jeffrey Ferrer, returning congressman after so many years of Congress before. Governor, Congressman Rama Nava, same, three-term governor, before that congressman and congressman again. And of course, Congressman Thirdy Marañon became mayor of Sagay City and is now back as congressman on his second term. So mga batikan ito, malinis ang pangalan, malinis ang record, And we are proud in NUP to have congressmen like them. So I hope you will understand where we are coming from on this motion that we are going to file before the Committee on Ethics and Privileges. Thank you.
I understand yung sentiments nyo, tas yung mga photos na pinakita nyo, sir. Kaso yung iba po dun sa mga photos, we're dating back before the 2025 midterm elections, parang may 2022, 2024. I mean, sir, hindi po ba na-vet itong mga ganitong photo bago siya i-accept, sir?
Well, sa totoo na lang, the bulk of what we put here is after the election. The bulk. Kung meron man nakalusot na prior to the elections, ilan-ilan lang yan. We made it a point not to include any to the election. In fact, we made it a point to try not to include yung personal postings niya. We tried to confine it to the official postings. Di ba namin nakita to? Well, again, sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, marami nagbubulong sa amin, including yung nanay, na wag niyo masyadong bigyan ng responsibility kasi mahirap kontrolin yun sinasabi ng iba, pero ang basically the message was he is not well. Kaya of whether we are still in support of Congressman Romualdez, Speaker Romualdez, Sige, Jeffrey.
Please repeat your question, sir.
For the record, is NUP still supporting
well, the speaker have this majority support of the House members. So, yung agam-agam na yan, depende yan. But for now, yung majority nagsusupport kay Speaker.
Ang tanong ko kung ang last straw ay yung pagpasok niya sa opisina ni Majority Leader, di po ba? Hindi po. Dahil kaninang umaga at 10 o'clock in the morning, we were already meeting someplace to decide whether we're going to have this press conference and file a motion to with the Ethics Committee. When we came back from that meeting, after taking lunch, nalaman na lang namin in the narrative given by the Majority Leader na ganun nga ang ginawa niya. So we made our decision even before that incident.
Has a misguided behavior. Is still allowed ba to attend session, pumasok po dito sa Congress?
Yeah, he was there. Nangangampanya nga kanina. Oh, no, I mean, again, no, he's still a congressman. We respect his being a congressman. I hope he will respect our filing this complaint because we have issues about his behavior. He's still a congressman. He is free to come in and out as he wishes, take whatever he wants to, pictures he wants to take. He was in the lounge kanina by himself, singing some kind of song and then, maybe posting other things in his Facebook page. No? So, yeah, no, walang pala naman. We do not have the power to disenfranchise his electors, yung mga botante niya sa distrito niya.
Sir, sige na. DS Puno, sorry. Clarify ko lang kasi may mga ugong din po na sa inyo po ba sa leadership po ng House? Kasi pati si Faustino D, Boji D po lumulutang for the speakership aside po kay Albi Benitez. Ano po ba ang naririnig nyo dito? Kindly, baka po may information this.
Actually, alam mo, pag nag-uusap kami kasi ng mga party leaders, hindi kami pumupunta dyan sa mga ganyan No, I mean, si Congressman Benitez, yes, he has been openly aspiring for the speakership, I think, no. Wala naman ako naririnig kay Congressman D na he is aspiring for anything. And sa amin talaga, ang pinaka-worry namin dito ngayon is to be honest with you, is the NEP, no? DPWH NEP. Yun ang pinag-uusapan namin lagi. Now, this being a collegial house, siyempre, there'll always be talk of who can handle this better, who can handle that better, di ba? So that's why doon nagmumula yung mga leadership crisis, ganyan-ganyan. And siyempre, everybody is discussing ways of trying to address this problem. Kasi the problem is we need to get the trust of our people, no, and be able to help the President and the Senate also in reassuring everybody that we are working for the welfare of the people after all.
Do you think po ba submitting him in Ethics Committee, he will stop this?
No,
as we have discussed this morning also in the meeting of the party, we did not have any guarantee that he will stop this, even if we file a complaint with the Ethics Committee. So, we expect that it will not stop.
Wala ho bang nag-recommend na sa ospital na lang siya dalhin?
Kami na mga kapartido niya dati, we've been here, we're governed by rules of conduct, just like you are. Di po ba, meron din kayong ethics sa media, even professionals have their own ethics. In the House, we have our rules, we're governed by laws also. And the party saw to it na, or nakita na namin sa partido namin na, I think he's going out of bounds. And therefore, we have to do something to protect the integrity and the reputation of the House or the institution we are in.
Yan po. Kakaiba na po ang pinapakitang mga behavior.
Kayo po na nakaupo, subukan nyo namang tumayo at baka meow 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 meow. Magbabago na ang House of Representatives. We will bring justice into this corrupt system.